I have never been a person who likes to be noticed, so it has been hard for me to make myself known, as authors must. I hadn't published anything or joined a writer's group, but I had the itch. I scribbled notes, began stories I never finished, and filled notebooks with ideas. Looking back, writing wasn't just a hobby. It was an addiction. I couldn't finish anything until I had word processing because I'm a compulsive editor. I rewrite every sentence as I go, often more than once. The word writer seemed to require public validation. I taught literature. How could I place myself in the same category as the authors I admired? Even now, after 20-plus books and many positive reviews, that old uncertainty hasn't entirely disappeared. Many writers describe themselves as shy, and I know what they mean. We spend a great deal of time in our own heads, thinking, imagining, asking what if. Even if I weren't writing, I'd still be doing those things. Writing simply gives all that thinking somewhere to go. When I joined an online critique group, I had an anonymous screen name, as everyone did. It felt safe. When I was ready to publish, it was hard to admit publicly that I had stories I hoped others would read and enjoy. The original cover designer wanted to put my name at the top. To me, the top was for famous authors. I wanted my name buried. It still appears at the bottom. I worried about what friends and acquaintances would think. Would they laugh? Would they say, "Who does she think she is?" I liked my stories, but I didn't know if anyone else would. Even the critique group did not instill that confidence. People in that group did not say, "This is very good," or "Readers will love this." Instead, and appropriately so, we commented on what worked and what needed improvement. Creating anything for public view requires a certain amount of courage. Writers, musicians, artists, actors, eventually we all must let go of our work and trust someone else to decide what it means. Amazon made independent publishing easy, quick, and, if the book found readers, financially worthwhile. But because I chose to publish independently, I also missed the reassurance of an agent or publisher saying, "Yes, this is worth putting into the world." One of the hardest things about writing is that we're poor judges of our own work. We live with a story for so long that we lose any objective sense of whether it succeeds or not. Most writers in the critique group suffered from what we called POS syndrome, meaning this is a piece of SHIT. With that kind of thinking, it's often hard to start the next chapter or the next book. There was a popular saying at the time, "Pull up your big girl panties," meaning grow up and get on with it. So I did. Over the years, I've done everything necessary to become visible, doing podcasts and book talks, networking with other authors, learning about marketing, creating a website and social media author pages. In other words, promoting myself. I would have been much more comfortable promoting someone else. If you've read one or all of my books, borrowed from the library, posted a review, recommended them to a friend, or let me know you're a fan, thank you. You've made it easier for a shy writer to keep putting her name on the cover.